Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. Attractive women have needs. And when I say attractive, let's just say 7 and above. 7 and above. Because remember, I said, shoot, there ain't that many dimes out here. And there ain't that many 9s. You get a few more 8s, and indeed, most of the women that men will call downs are nothing but 7s. And that's cool. So we'll say in the 7 to 10 range, the attractive women. Again, let's be real. Men want these women. Let's just be real. I mean, people listening to dating coaches, right? People listening to dating coaches because they want to get those attractive women. Guys are listening to these other men who are whatever pill, because they're not getting the attractive women. Let's put it out there. Most guys don't fantasize about an average woman. Even the dogs will deal with them. Trust me, the dogs will empty out some stuff in the women. But when it comes down to the women the dogs get pressed about and want to change their ways for, trust me, she's attractive. All right, that's cool. That is cool. But one thing many men don't get is these women got needs. And once you understand the needs of these women, it makes it a whole lot easier to get them. Let me tell a story. I remember the first woman I hooked up with in college. She actually had a boyfriend. And I ain't think anything of it because he wasn't around. But I'd never forget it. In fact, I even asked her. I said, why you mess with me? You got a boyfriend. And I never forget what she said. She said, hey, I got needs. And see, one of the things is a lot of guys will deal with a woman to fulfill their own needs. You know, you want to hit that fine. You want to tap that ass of the fine woman. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's normal. Or just be seen with her, be in a relationship with her. Okay, that's fine. But a key to getting her is satisfying her needs and figuring out what her needs are. Now, let me be clear, because I know somebody here that says, "Who does something?" No, fair exchange is no robbery. You want her to do some stuff, figure out what she wants, give it to her, she'll give it to you back. You know? It's like I say, shoot, you make a woman holler in the bedroom, she give it to you back. You make that woman holler in the bedroom, then whip your joint out, and she ain't going to have a problem handling it, even swallowing your babies. And then after she finished that, getting up from there and going to make you some food. Trust me. And indeed, if you're really good at it, she'll do all that and give you money. But that's because you taking care of that main need, particularly of attractive women, is sex. Look, when you see that fine woman, and I know you want her for sex, but she want to holler too. She wants to holler too. So that's the first thing. That's why I talk about body games. Those women, those fine women, be checking out bodies. They be checking out bodies, you know, and they checking out overall physicality, you know. Like I said, sometimes with those attractive women, you don't have to be drop dead handsome with them, but you still got to be decent looking. And you know, it could turn on, but the body definitely turn on. What they being turned on for? Sex. So that's the one thing. Because this is what I've said. I said this before in a podcast. I said dimes still got vaginas. And trust me. And indeed, I'm going to tell y'all what, the more in shape a woman is, the hornier she is. Because her blood is flowing better. She's healthier. She'll get lubricated easier. She can get wet, but it got to be a guy who turns her on. So that's the first thing. Turn that woman on. Like everybody be looking for a secret to getting a dime. Say, well, if you say this to her and you do this, turn her on sexually. That's the first thing. If you turn her on sexually, And, that's why I say a man got to be in his best shape, because it's not universal what turns a particular woman on. Some very attractive women, they like stocky dudes. Some like tall and slim, Some of them like them muscular, some of them like them with an average body. First of all, but whatever the case, she wants to get down. She wants to get down. So that's the first thing. But then the woman, I don't care how fine she is. And I said this in my book, Meeting Attractive Women. She still got a personality. See, that's a big thing. Let me get into that. A lot of guys act like these are just some airheads or some carbon cutouts or just some dolls. And indeed, when a lot of men talk about attractive women, they'll focus on their negative traits or their perceived negative traits. Say, oh, yeah, she'll be mean. She'll be a bitch. Or she'll be all of that. Well, they got personality. They got a range of personalities. But they also have emotional needs. They're going to feel bad sometimes. Indeed, a whole lot of very attractive women don't feel like they're all that attractive. So they want somebody to talk to. They want somebody. They want to laugh. They want to laugh. And then some of them, some of them want to laugh. Some of them are more serious minded. I've met some very attractive women who are had advanced degrees. You had a conversation with them. You got to get deep. I remember one of my most political conversations was this fine Argentinian woman. I mean, she was gorgeous, but if you had a conversation with her, you had to go deep. If you want some silly stuff, she wouldn't even talk to you. But that was her need. Every single one of these women got a personality. They got stuff they like, they don't like. And it could be across the board. I've met one of the most attractive women that I know, and you know what, we still Facebook friends to this day. She in her late 40s, but she'll blow away some 20-year-olds, body and face wise. It was damn, you didn't age. But she was the one that introduced me to the X-Files. She the one who told me about it. Science fiction show, because she was deep into science fiction and stuff. Indeed, I've met some very attractive women into anime and all of that. So it's they got different stuff. They got the emotional stuff. They got their personality stuff. And they want that guy who they can click with on that level. So if, their needs, they want to have sex. So they want the guy who turns them on sexually. I'm going to just be real with y'all. Money and status don't turn them on sexually. Now, they can use them. You got some women among them that will use that, but they don't turn them on. That's not a need for them. That's not a need for them. And trust me, and then to be honest, if they can get money, if some of the badder ones who do go for the money, if they can get money out of you and give you the minimum amount of sex, indeed not give you any at all, they'll go for it. But they definitely have the sexual needs. They want to connect with somebody emotionally. They want somebody who clicks with their personality. And the beauty of it is, because, like I said, some dudes be thinking, well, ain't that simple. No, you clicking with somebody, shoot. They also women sexually got a need to submit to a man. Sexually. So it's shoot, you got control over it. Because look at it like this. Remember, and people who follow me a long time remember I used to have a song that opened my podcast. It's called Pusher Man. And what's a pusher man? A pusher man is that man bringing that woman that good D. You're like a drug dealer. So when you in that position, you got control. You giving her, she got that need from you. If she got that need for sex, instead of tapping her arms, she tapping those thighs. She need that fix. And if you in that position to give it to her, boom. And that's the main thing. That's why if you really look at what I talk about, my main thing is getting your sexual self together, then everything else fall in place. So, anyway, y'all, that's all I got for today. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.